Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I am Jan of Kudina, and here we talk about environmental sustainability, especially from a Nigerian point of view. And what's environmental sustainability without talking about one of the greatest threats to environmental sustainability, climate change. In this video, I'll be talking about things that I expect the incoming president of Nigeria, Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to do as regards environmental sustainability and climate action in Nigeria. The Nigerian General Elections is over and winners have been announced. Even though they are still contending some of these results at the election tribunal, we are still going to inaugurate most of these elected officials come 29th of May 2023. Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu is the newly elected president of Nigeria, and before the election, I did a video highlighting the top 3 presidential candidates at the time and their manifestos as regards climate action in Nigeria. I'll link that video in the description box down below. Nonetheless, now that he has won and he is going to be sworn in as the president, he's going to be our president. What do I expect from him as regards climate action? Now, Nigeria is a very peculiar state, especially as we have a whole lot of problems. The incoming president is coming to meet a mountain of problems, from insecurity, economic instability, high unemployment rate, dilapidating health sector, dilapidating health and education sector, and a whole lot of issues. A typical Nigerian would say he should face these problems first before second-class issues like climate change. I want to believe that President Ahmed Bola Tinubu and his team know how climate change has aggravated Nigeria's issues. For instance, the 2022 floods that dealt heavy economic blows to the Nigerian economy, or is it the drought and irregular rainfall in parts of Nigeria that is making farmers and herdsmen hit for resources, thereby fueling farmer-herdsmen clashes, also contributing to food inflation in Nigeria? Here are 5 things that I wish President Bola Tinubu should do to drive climate action in Nigeria. Number 1, drive down the cost of renewables. The world is gradually shifting on reliance on fossil fuels and shifting towards cleaner energy and renewable energy sources, and Nigeria should not be left out of these conversations. Already, Nigeria has an energy transition plan which was spearheaded by the office of the outgoing Vice President of Nigeria, that is Professor Yemi Osinbajo. Even though the energy transition plan is still in its pre-implementation phase, I hope that the incoming administration will help to bring partnerships and funding to ensure that this energy transition plan is actually implemented in Nigeria. Incoming administration should also implement import duty and VAT tax exemptions for solar manufacturers and solar developers in Nigeria. This will encourage ease of doing business for them in Nigeria, and also with the impending removal of fuel subsidy, that will mean that fuel products will cost more, and that will make Nigerians look for alternative energy sources like solar power. Number 2, develop an enabling infrastructure for renewable energy adoption. Nigeria could scale up its renewable energy production through large-scale solar off-grid projects. We need more off-grid power plants for rural electrification. Nigeria still have a huge energy access problems, as millions of Nigerians do not have access to any electricity whatsoever. Already there is a presidential power initiative, a partnership between the federal government of Nigeria and CMS Energy, facilitated by the German government. This partnership is to help develop the energy infrastructure in Nigeria through solar power. The German banks are to provide about 85% of the funding for this project through soft loans, and the Nigerian government is to provide the remaining 15%. I want to employ the incoming administration to make available the funds to power this initiative, and also to ensure that Nigeria meets up its own part of the bargain. Number 3, encourage climate-smart agriculture interventions. Agriculture contributes about 23% of Nigeria's greenhouse gas emissions. Extreme weather events, which are effects of climate change, can greatly affect our food and in the bigger picture our economy. The need for smallholder farmers to be upskilled on climate-smart agriculture methods, such as planting flood or drought-resistant seed varieties, advancing early warning systems, and also training farmers on best practices to improve land productivity. This will help to improve our food security. Number 4, prioritize infrastructure projects that will help to advance private investment in the energy transition. The transportation sector accounts for about 16% of greenhouse gas emissions. And in Nigeria, cars that their engines, the combustion engines, have seen the better part of their lifespan continue to roam about our city centers, our urban areas, and everywhere around the country. And combustion engines these combustion engines increase the amount of carbon emissions and also other air pollutants in the air. Investments in public transportation systems like mass transit schemes will help to reduce the amount of greenhouse gases emitted by the transportation sector significantly. And also, with the impending removal of fuel subsidy, that will mean that the transportation costs will increase. That could help to shape behavioral changes, especially if proper mass transit systems are built adequately. The Tinubu administration could help state governments implement these by making intervention funds available for them. Number 5, encourage the adoption of regulatory frameworks for scaling green investment through the African Carbon Market initiatives, the infrastructure for green hydrogen production in Nigeria, accelerating the transition from wood fuels to briquettes, clean cooking stoves, and even biomass. This will make the implementation of these easier in Nigeria. I know that developing countries like Nigeria are still trying to figure out this whole low carbon transition and what it means for their developing economies and also for sustainable development in their countries. And Nigeria is well placed to lead the vision of what clean energy transition in Africa could look like. But it can only happen with the right person leading the charge. So the big question is, Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu, are you the right person to lead the pack? If you've watched this video up to now, thank you very much for watching. And if you've enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. I also share with other people that you believe could benefit from this video. What other things do you expect from the incoming administration and also the incoming president? I'd love to read your comments and your thoughts in the comment section down below. Until next time, remember that you can be the change that you want to see. Jan of Kaduna, signing out.